And hello, my fellow nerds. This is Oracle Nerd here, and welcome back once again to our Wonderland Remastered. So last time we just got away from the rabbit guards. We got away from a giant oculus creature, and we also rode the Kitty Cruise, apparently a little boat that carried us to this area of Wonderland, which looks the same as the other forest, but I digress. Anyways, I'm not sure how long we walk. 20 minutes, 30, an hour. That feels strange, almost as though it's not passing at all. Yet when I think back to the cottage of discovering that hole in the tree, it already feels like a lifetime ago. It's strangely disconnected? I try to think about my apartment, about work, about the party. They all feel fake. Did any of that really happen? Of course it did. That's my life. That's me. I looked down at my hand as though it would reveal an answer to some unspoken question. And my mind drifts back to the voice in the tree. What do you wish for more than anything else in the whole world? I don't know. I still don't know. I glance over at Genzo, who has his hands shoved in his pockets, his gaze pointing at his toes. The cut in his cheek has stopped bleeding, and is instead forming a thin, dark scab across his flesh. Why had we stopped seeing so much of each other? Why had I stopped seeing so much of any of them? I can't remember the last time I hung out with any of them one-on-one, just spending time together, talking. I'd been busy. Had I, though? I winced, not any busier than normal, and certainly not so busy that I could have taken some occasional time out of my schedule. I never reached out to anyone on my own accord, and even when they'd reach out to me, I usually make up some excuse. Some friend I am. Even now, I only know the basics of what they do, of how they live their lives, of their goals, ambitions, hopes, dreams, secrets. I can't help but wonder if things wouldn't have turned out differently had I actually made an effort. If somehow we could have avoided this. I sigh and roll my eyes, not worth agonizing over it now. Not when there's much worse things to be agonizing over. All of a sudden my footsteps change in timber. I glance down the dirt path to see we've given away to cobblestone. That's interesting. I stop for a moment studying the new pavement. Oh, that means we're finally getting somewhere. Genzo takes this opportunity to survey the landscape. Wherever that somewhere is. Through the foliage veiling at the upcoming bend, I spy a spattering of bright colors, too bright even for otherworldly trees. There's something there. I expend energy for a short jog, taking me around the trees and in front of what I can only describe as a gigantic billboard. I stop, take it in. I feel my eyes grow about 5 sizes bigger. Jesus! Gidget trots up again next to me, equally stupefied. It's Gidget, only larger than life and wearing very little clothing. She's lying at her side, head propped up on her hand, holding a martini glass in the other. She's winking at the camera. At us. Next to her words, come visit Wonderland's hottest goddess, in bright purple print. My jaw goes slack. That's a side of Gidget I've never seen before. Genzo's brow rakes toward the sky. He looks more bemused than anything. You can say that again. A big side. Yeah. I mean, really big. Okay, I get it! Genzo laughs. I, however, feel mildly ill. Gidget's beautiful, she always has been, and I love being around her. She's fun, smart, ambitious, not afraid to take risks. And to be honest, if she were to ask me, I wouldn't mind being more. I could see myself supporting her, rooting for her. Could see the two of us maybe curled up on the couch. Could see us frantically doing our shopping together. But thinking about her like this makes my stomach twist. I don't know why. And going further than that, trying to somehow imagine us the same bed as touching each other. I shake my head. To say it makes me feel uncomfortable would be an understatement. I mean, of course, because my boy here is Ace. I turn away from the billboard, looking instead further up the path. It's bordered by other smaller placards that stick up out of the ground like signposts. All of them sport Gidget in some gorgeous dress or some bright summer assembles, some in ridiculous getups that look like they come straight out of a fantasy or horror movie. Damn, girl's clearly been busy, Genzo whistles beneath his breath. I guess this means Gidget's here too. You don't say! So we make our way down the Gidget lined path. Her smile follows us, sometimes sweet, sometimes sultry, sometimes downright sinful. I can't help but feel like every single one of them is aimed straight at me. 20 placards later sees us and enters a small village. I survey the quaint, white and dark wood cottages and puffy chimneys and curving cobblestone roads and vine dappled walls. I remember this, though not quite as clearly as the Kitty Cruise, more like out of focus snapshots. And ice cream. Somehow I definitely remember eating ice cream here before. I'm suddenly feeling super hungry. Gizzo scratches at his belly. Pushing through the thoughts of sweets out of my head, I start down the main road. For once, we're not the only ones here, but people are milling about, walking from building to building. A boy even rides on his bike, a satchel of mail hanging off his shoulder. None of them so much as glance up as we look around. I round the next corner and stop. A crowd of people is gathered outside one of the more ornate-looking homes. There's a good 15 to 20 of them, though they whisper amongst themselves, occasionally their attention seems fixed on the door. Who's the celebrity? Ginzo settles up next to me. Don't know. I step out of the way at the ring of a bicycle bell. The boy from earlier goes gliding past. My stomach gurgles. Somehow I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Hey, there she is! Oh god, what? I already immediately forgot what voice I gave Gidget. Okay, I might not be the best at female voices, but I'll at least try. Good morning, darlings! I turn towards the voice and see the door open. Gidget has her hands raised above her head to greet the crowd. The previously quiet gathering erupts into cheers and applause. The thinking feeling in my gut forms itself into a 2-ton boulder. Thank you so much for seeing me off today. Another shoot. Can you believe it? The scouts here can't keep their eyes off me. She practically dances down the steps, the crowd parting to allow her room. Immediately, there's hands reaching out, thrusting papers and books for her to sign, trying to catch a passing touch of her arm or shoulder. We love you, Gidget. Marry me, Gidget. Gidget's mouth curls into an over-exaggerated frown as she waltzes through. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in quite a rush today. She pauses, then smiles with a wink. But I suppose one or two autographs wouldn't hurt. The crowd goes wild, flinging their pens and photos and exposed skin at her with even more vengeance. Me first, Gidget. I'm your #1 fan, Gidget. She turns towards the person standing nearest her, a teenage girl with a bouncy ponytail and decked out in the pins and stickers and accessories all featuring Gidget's name or face. The girl wrings her hand in excitement as Gidget signs her name in her autograph book. Hey, Gidget! Only this time, the call comes from the next to me. I turn to see Genzo with his hands cupped around his mouth. Gidget turns and stops. Then beams. Guys! She barely has time to return the girl's autograph book before dashing towards us. You're here! I can't believe it! Couldn't say the same thing about you, Genzo laughs. We had no idea who we'd find down here. Up close, Gidget looks different. Except I can't put my finger on how exactly. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the dress? The hair? Hello? Only that she's more perfect? Like, I can't spot a single imperfection on her. Her skin is gleaming, her blue eyes actually seem to be sparkling, and even her hair is flawless, not a single lock out of place. You look great, quite a coincidence, huh? I kind of forget if some of these choices matter or not, but I don't know. Quite a coincidence, huh? I find myself a bit of a loss of what I should say. Quite the coincidence, huh? Running into you down here. Gidget laughs. Is it? Who else did you expect to see? I blinked, turning my gaze skyward. I don't know. I guess maybe I didn't expect to see anyone? Don't wreck your brain too hard there, Iggy. Another laugh. I mean, this is kinda our place, isn't it? Just for the 5 of us. Even though it's been a long time. Just so weird how almost nothing has changed. Practically feel like a kid again, being down here. You're, doing modeling gigs then? I asked somewhat tentatively. Yeah, crazy, huh? She starts, then stops, shooting a gaze to her watch. Oh, Crap! That reminds me. I'm already late for my next one. Come down with me. It's just over by the pier in town. Afterwards, we can grab some drinks at the inn. Catch up? I glance at Genzo, who glances at me. I shrug. Sure, why not? Because what else can I say? I'm honestly so confused by this whole situation. She grins. Amazing. Come on then, this way. Then start then starts off down the road. No, not forgetting to throw a parting wave at the crowd. Still camped outside the door as she passes. Catch you all later. Genzo scratches his forehead. Seems to be doing well for herself, huh? You could say that. We walk after her, and I can't help but notice the aura of the crowd grow darker as we pass. One of the older women even glares at me as I turn to look at my head to look. Just keep walking, Genzo hisses. I don't need to be told twice that my pace quickening about half a step. Gidget leads us down to the curved road and past a few more buildings that look just familiar enough to jog my memory. Past the next bend, the buildings open up to reveal a long cobblestone pier lined with small fishing boats. A team of photographers is already setting up their gear near the water. Beautiful, isn't it? Gidget turns back towards us. The perfect photo shoot. I'm actually surprised I haven't done one here yet. It's certainly photogenic. Genzo squints as he takes in the scenery. I don't disagree, but my head is still filled with visions of the giant eyeball creature and whatever it was that happened back in the Kitty Cruise, making it hard for me to anticipate and appreciate the view. Feel free to look around during the shoot. I don't think it'll be that long. Gidget bites down on her lip with an eager smile, then dashes off towards the crew. She's really enjoying this. They do seem to like her. I throw a glance back towards the way we came, half expecting to see that woman in the crowd from earlier following us. Fortunately, the path is clear. Pretty obvious what she wished for, huh? I don't respond, instead biting down on my lip and watching the crew finish setting up. One of them, the makeup lady, I can only guess, is already checking Gidget over, touching up her face and getting her in position. The shoot starts and Gidget is on fire. I've never seen her look so alive, so happy, having an absolute time of her life. They start with a few shots with her back to the boats, then walking along the pier, sitting atop the railing and gazing out across the lake. But despite her constant smile, I can't stop feeling the feeling of unease clawing at my belly. Why is she here? Why is she doing this? She's not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here. How can she act like this is all normal? Why are you doing this, Gidget? Except that this time the voice in my head is from my memories, bubbling up, floating to the surface, swirling around at the base of my brain. Why are you doing this, Gidget? Gidget looks at me in confusion. Her brow is furrowed as her teeth gnaw on the side of her cheek. What do you mean? I thought you'd be happy for me. It had been fall of senior year, the annual school hackathon, the one that all college reps attend to scout out new talent. It was supposed to be me that won it. Me that got all the scholarship offers. Me that had been working towards this every year of high school. You ruined everything. What are you talking about? Gidget's eyes quiver. She looks like she's about to cry. You're not even good at coding. You only started because I did. That's not true. I like coding too. But you just had to go and take away everything that's important to me. The reps like your project too. Coding is for boys. This stops her. Her lips start trembling. Everybody already thinks you're a boy. It's embarrassing. You should do something for girls. You'd be prettier then. God, God, honestly, yeah, I can honestly see what like. Thankfully, I know exactly how Carrot does this sort of story. It's just like the thing is every person has their good and their bad side, and this is probably one of the only glimpses we get to see of the bad side of Iggy, at least for us, because we didn't really know what happened. Yeah, Iggy was a bit of a not gonna mince words. Iggy was a bit of a dick to Gidget. He just was. Now the tears are falling in big salty rivers that stream down her cheeks. She runs away without another word. Horrible. I've been so horrible. Even after all these years, I still cringe just thinking about it. I hadn't meant a single word of it. It had been the anger talking. but I never apologized, never taken it back. And Gidget had changed after that. Grown her hair out, got interested in fashion and dresses, always asking me how she looked. She stopped coding altogether. I glanced back at the present day Gidget, currently resting her chin in her palm, and, shooting a smoky glare at the camera as her hair dances in the lake breeze. I'm sorry, Gidget. No sooner as the thought entered my head than Gidget glances up. She beams, begins moving me over. I pause, unsure, point to myself as though there could be anyone else she's pointing to. When she nods, I shuffle over awkwardly. She jumps down off the railing at my approach. Join me for a shot. What? My voice cracks. Come on, just for fun. Her arm sneaks its way around mine, and I feel her tugging me towards the camera. Besides, who wouldn't want to shoot this handsome stud, huh? I throw a look of helplessness back at Genzo, who just laughs. Make him swoon, you animal! It seems like I don't have much of a choice. They position us on the other side of a little blue shop, its tail flapping gently in the breeze. I don't even have a chance to ask what I'm supposed to do before the camera starts snapping like crazy. How many pictures are they taking? 100 a minute? The first 500 are so are just gonna be me looking like a deer in headlights. Fortunately, Gidget knows what to do. She grabs my arm and pulls me close, taps my shoulder to get me to spin around, and when I realize it's her, I smile, laugh, feel some of the tension leave my shoulders. I mean, doesn't really look like a smile. He honestly just looks like a deer in headlights. She gives me a playful shove, gets me moving, pushes me towards the especially oblong cloud in the sky to get me looking skyward. All the while the camera shoot, shoot, shoot. This is how it works then, is it? Hope that one or two of these thousands of shots actually look decent. Gidget laces her arm around mine, pulling me back in and plants a kiss on my cheek. I feel my face heat up. Aww, the poor awkward ace boy. I feel so bad for him. A little jealous, but I feel bad for him too. Her body is so close I can feel her breath on my face, on my neck. When she brings her arms around my shoulder in a tight side squeeze, I can feel her chest press against my arm. My stomach flips, flops. Bitter nausea works its way up to my base of my throat. My eyes go to Genzo. He's standing a short ways behind the photographers, hands shoved deep in his pockets, just staring at us. For once, he's not cracking his usual smile. I step away, chin curled inward, and my hand to my head. Maybe that's enough time in the spotlight for me. I cough, waving my nose. Gidget just laughs. You're never one for the attention. She throws me a wink. Thank, thanks for obliging me, though. I'm almost done here. Then we can head back. I nod somewhat apologetically, chin about to disappear in my clavicle, and scoot out of view of the cameras. Once clear, my stomach slowly normalizes. I take off my glasses to give my face a few good rubs. So I take it you won't be coming back to shoot the swimsuit edition, eh? An all too familiar elbow nudge with my ribs pulls me back into the moment. Very funny. I take the opportunity to clean my glasses. Two quick breaths across the lenses, then a solid rub with the hem of my shirt. I place them back on my nose and blink. By the time I look over, Genzo is gone, back to watching Gidget, who's now walking along the cobbles, looking back over her shoulder at the cameras. I check out the opposite direction, back towards the winding roads and their surrounding cottages. Every now and then, something will jump out that triggers a flash of memory. The flowers of the sill of the bakery, the outdoor seating area of the cafe with its red and white striped tablecloths. Even the smell, that faintly sickly sweet aroma of honey and sugar that dances up and down on my tongue. Something catches my eye. The girl from earlier, the one Gidget gave her autograph to. She's walking by, clutching her little book, a spring in her step and a bounce in her ponytail. The people here sure seem to like Gidget. I catch myself, roll my eyes. Of course they do. It's pretty obvious what Gidget wished for. It's not like any of this is real. No matter how much Gidget seems to enjoy it. I stuck my bottom lip up between my teeth. Just when I'm about to turn back to shoot, a flash of movement stops me in my tracks. There's another girl approaching the ponytail, hunched over and moving quickly, very quickly. Closer, closer. They're nearing the small alleyway between the two buildings. The ponytail walks in front of it, none the wiser. And the other girl pounces. She throws herself at the ponytail, pushing into the alley with a stifled squawk. Her hand comes up Comes up. There's a flash. A knife? Then down. Thrust down. Ponytail's legs jump. Another thrust. Up and down until Ponytail's legs slump to the ground, motionless. My jaw goes slack. The victorious girl emerges, autograph book clutched in her red splotched hands. Then walks off, leaving the ponytail splayed and unmoving. Leaving Ponytail splayed and unmoving in the alley. That she just. I raised my hand, blinked, tried to form words to describe what happened to alert the others. Honestly, if Carrot is watching this, I wouldn't mind you just animating Iggy being like Courage the Cowardly Dog, like all the gibberish noises that he makes. But by this point, the camera crew is packing up, and no one's paying attention to my incoherent mumblings. Genzo, I try. What's up, Biggs? Iggy, Genzo, we're done. Gidget comes bouncing back, still full of energy. Thanks so much for waiting. Let's head back. They'd love me at the inn. They'll give all of us free drinks. She grabs my wrist, tugging me along with the rest of the crew. All Genzo can do is shoot me a look of amusement as he takes out the rear. Don't make this weird. Oh, wait, yeah, the bar scene. Wait, I want to see how much this changed. Jesus. Drink up, boys. It's on the house. A busty woman in a flower print dress and white apron slams 2 extra large beers down on the table in front of Genzo and I. Told you so. Gidget sticks her tongue out in amusement across from us, already nursing her own cocktail. Don't mind if I do. Genzo promptly grabs his and downs his about half a glass. I'm considerably more reserved on my own, clutching it in both hands, but I bring it to my lips, tasting it just enough to the foam to decorate the bottom of my nose. CG! Let's go, baby! We finally got a new CG. Dude, look, that's so cool! Wait a minute! Dude, this is definitely gonna be the thumbnail. I'm not taking any risks for that. This is gonna be the thumbnail, believe it or not. The inn is bustling with patrons. Men playing cards, groups of friends laughing and drinking. Even a table not far behind us is filled with what I can only assume are fans of Gidget. They sit and watch us, screaming down notes at our every action. It's a cozy place, music sprinkling in through an old phonograph, warm candles beaming down from wooden chandeliers overhead. Stairs in the corner lead up to what I can only assume are overnight rooms you can book at the counter. Sure didn't have anything like this here when we were kids. Genzo laughs and wipes at his mouth. I glance around, taking in the ambience. I mean, I guess we did always know this place changed. It always just kind of knew what you needed, even beyond the wishes, I mean. Genzo crosses his fingers over his heart and lowers his head. Thank you for knowing what I need. He promptly takes another swig. I turn my attention back to Gidget. She's just watching the two of us with a smile. So, how long have you been here then? Kind of seems like you made yourself at home. Gidget curls a lock of hair out around her finger. To be honest, I don't even know. The days kind of meld together here a bit. It hasn't been that long. Plus, I'm having a blast. So I haven't really felt the need to come running back, you know? I force an awkward smile. Yeah, sure. You definitely have it made. The only reception Iggy and I got was a friendly game of Impale the Humans from our old friend the Rabbits. Oh, and welcome back, tasting from the world's largest eyeball. Gidget's eyes go wide. What are you talking about? You mean you weren't almost killed about 20 times on your way here? God, no. I was welcomed like a queen. Best day of my life in recent history. Well, besides everyday sins, gotta admit, life is good down here. I try to hide a grimace with a glance at Genzo. He just scratches his head in wonder. Guess, it's a recent change then, I finally muse. Though now I'm really starting to wonder just how long Gidget's been down here. I have no idea what the time difference is between this world and ours, if this world even has the right terminology for where we are. But it certainly seems to pass quicker here, given that we only saw Gidget 2 days ago back home. Potentially much quicker. You seen anyone else? Like Bucks maybe? We thought she might be down here. Bucks? No. But the door was already open when Orla and I found it. Oh fuck, he's down here? Genzo groans. I should have known something stunk. Yeah, the two of us just kind of met, like in the woods. I don't even remember. Gidget furrows her brows. Feels so long ago now. I just remember really feeling like I needed to check out the woods. And then when I got here, Orlin was there too. And when we went to check the door, well, obviously know what happened. Same thing happened with us. I watch as Genzo raises his hand to alert the bartender for another beer. You think Bucks is down here too, though? Gidget tilts her head, takes a drink. Don't know, but if it called all the rest of us, the table grows quiet. Then a slam of the woman shows back out Genzo's next beer, slamming it down in enough force to make my own glass rattle. Drink up, cutie. Yes, ma'am, Genzo salutes. Gidget laughs. See, Genzo has the right idea. You should enjoy yourself. Stop looking so gloomy. I mean, look where we are. The place where dreams literally come true. Genzo leaning down with his mouth on the rim of the glass, slurping up the excess foam. Yeah, just don't get too used to it, else reality's gonna fuck you up in the ass even harder. Gidget's smile sinks, her eyes turn sharp. She shoots a glare at Genzo's direction. Oh, Gidget's right, Genzo's right. I mean, Genzo's technically right. I just don't think he should have been, crude about it. Oh. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know which one to pick here. Yeah, all honesty, Genzo's kind of right. Genzo's right. We have to go back at some point, and the longer we stay here, the harder that will be. Gidget turns to me with a pout. Oh God, not you too, Iggy. I thought for sure at least you'd understand. Genzo throws an arm around my shoulder. My man knows what's up. I mean, I get it, Gidget. This is nice. Too nice, really. And it's great to have that break from doom and gloom back up there. I toss a glance skyward. But, like, you don't actually want to stay down here, do you? Forever, I mean. Just living a fantasy? Who said I was going to stay down here forever, huh? When do you plan on going back? I asked somewhat attentively. Whenever I want. Gidget responds almost instantly. Why? What does it matter to you? I raise my hands defensively. It doesn't. I try to laugh it off. Just, wondering about your plans at all. Gidget's smile returns, as sickly sweet as the scent of honey tickling my nose. I'll go back eventually. I'm just enjoying my time here is all. What can I say? This place granted my biggest wish. She leans forward, one hand moving across the table to my wrist, and it seems like it's about to grant another. I set her hand. Dude, Genzo looks mortified. Genzo stares too, even in the middle of gulping down his beer. I pull away, shoving my hands in my lap. My face feels hot, and my eyes stay fixated on the bottom of my glass. I'm gonna go have a smoke. Genzo breaks the silence before pushing up and away from the table. The alcohol, He throws a glance at me, then at Gidget, then adjusts his cap and walks off for the exit. My belly is flip-flopping something awful now. Just looking at the beer left in my glass makes me nauseous. I force myself to look up. She's just still smiling. Hey, I'm honestly kind of just bushed. Genzo and I it feels like we've been through hell and back just getting here. Could really use some, sleep. My knee is hopping like a grasshopper under the table. Oh, of course. There's rooms upstairs. I'm sure Mrs. Graham will be fine with you using them. Ugh. I can't read for some reason. Yeah, thanks. I try to grin as I push myself to my feet. It's just, you know how it goes. It really sounds like you had a rough time. Yeah, I pause, reach for my beer, pull my hand back, bring my hand up to say something, lower it. Anyways, let's talk more tomorrow. Sure thing! I have stumbled away from the table. I feel Gage's eyes on my back the entire way up to the counter. My head feels blurry. Thankfully, a quick chat with the aforementioned Mrs. Graham is all it takes to secure myself a room at the top of the steps. She grabs the key and leads me upstairs, away from the noisy bar, opening up the door to reveal a cozy room outfitted with a bed, wardrobe, and desk. Oh, now we get to this room. You have a nest net now, she bids before leaving me with the key and shutting the door. quiet. It's wonderfully quiet. I hadn't realized just how loud it was downstairs until now. And the beautiful silence does wonders for my chest. I can practically feel it unclench itself, muscle by muscle, as I let out the longest breath of my life. I meandered towards the bed. It's decorated with a thick red quilt and crowned at the top by two fluffy-looking pillows. I sit down and feel the mattress, curved delightfully beneath me. Then I take the opportunity to look out the window at the foot of the bed. It's dark now, with only streetlights to illuminate the cobblestones below. A few people are milling about. I search again, though, then realize I'm on the opposite side of the building, so there's no point. I sit back and examine the room instead. The walls have been built with thick, rounded logs. It reminds me of the old cabin I stayed in during camp one summer. Rustic. My body is still relishing in the quiet. I kick off my shoes and swing my legs onto the bed. Ah, it feels so good to get off my feet. I let my eyes wander towards the ceiling in that brown swath of nothingness, which my brain would get lost in. There's a knock at the door. I wonder who that could be. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!